Let's take a second to talk about things that feel like they don't matter, but they actually kind of do. This is Helvetica. This is Arial. They're two typefaces that are basically the same. Arial is essentially a knockoff of Helvetica. Most people can't tell the difference. Most people don't care about the difference, but there is a difference. Here's just one example. This is the capital letter R. You could easily argue that it's just a matter of opinion. They're just random variations in things. But if you look at the Helvetica R right here, you're going to see that it has a lot more structure and stability to the letter form. If you picture this as a physical object, it looks more solid. It's going to stand upright. It's not going to tip. It's not going to break. It looks firm. Now, when you look at the Arial one right here, you can kind of see, if you picture this as a physical object, if you were to push really hard on it, that leg is going to snap right off. That just doesn't feel secure. It doesn't feel safe. And those perceptions people have when they look at something that has that letter. Consider the old Target logo. They rebranded a while back to lowercase, but this is what it was before. So the top one is in Helvetica. That's the one they actually use. The bottom one is in Arial. And if you look at the bottom one, you can see not only does the R look a lot more fragile, but the G looks like it's going to tip over as well. It looks like it's a rocking chair. And even in their newly redesigned lowercase logo, if you look closely, you can kind of see that the one on top, the one in Helvetica Neue, looks a lot more solid and stable. It's more axis oriented, where the one on the bottom is just a little chaotic. It just feels weird. There's strange angles, there's strange spacing. It's a little bit weird. Now, you could easily make the case that these are minor, inconsequential differences, and it's just a matter of opinion and just pick a font and move on. But think of how many people walk into those stores under a giant sign that says Target. And the little nuances of what that logo looks like shift their perception as they're walking into that store. If they feel 1% more confident, if they feel 1% more like they trust that brand, if they spend 1% more, that's an amazing difference. That's millions of dollars of difference because they chose one font over another. Now, granted, your business probably isn't as large as Target, but these things make a big difference for you as well. The details of the visual identity of your business shift people's perceptions of what you are, what you stand for, what you represent, what your relationship is going to be like with them, how much they can trust you, whether you'll follow up on your commitments. All of that stuff is conveyed by that identity. That's the fonts, that's the colors, that's the graphics, that's the imagery you use. All of that stuff together makes a difference in the perception of people engaging with your business.